Welcome to the Pyramid of Importance, your blueprint for building muscle and losing fat as a vegan. So this is adapted by Eric Helms. This is what we at the Vegan Strength Academy call the Pyramid of Importance. And if you're trying to build muscle or lose fat as a vegan, here is the hierarchy that needs to guide your focus. Most people obsess over the top of the pyramid, but completely ignore the foundation. That's why they stay stuck. This pyramid lays out what actually matters in the right order, from top to bottom, from most important to least. In the Vegan Strength Academy, this becomes your checklist. Get this right, and the results come, period. So let's dive in. Quickly, here is the actual pyramid that I'm talking about. We will go over this, but you can see everything starts with a strong, solid, sturdy foundation and works itself up. All right, so let's talk about the first one, the very bottom, the foundation of the pyramid itself. So this is compliance. Compliance is literally everything. If you don't follow the plan, it doesn't matter how good it is. I've seen it both ways. I've seen trash programming with horrible coaches that still got results because the client followed it to a T. And I've seen some world-class plans fall apart because the client couldn't stay consistent for longer than 2 weeks. Compliance actually wasn't even a part of the original pyramid that was adapted by Eric Helms. It was just assumed. But here's the thing. Assuming compliance is what screws people over. Just because a plan exists doesn't mean it'll be followed. So this is the foundation. In the Vegan Strength Academy, we expect compliance. You're investing your time, your energy, and your money into this. This means you show up. You follow the damn plan. And if you're struggling, you communicate. You problem solve with your coach. But you don't ghost, you don't wing it, and you don't tap out. Communication and effort. Compliance is consistency. It's ownership. It means showing up on the hard days and the easy ones. And that's the baseline. That's the minimum standard here. Next is energy balance. It's calories. Once compliance is dialed in, the next step is energy balance. You want to lose fat? You need to be in a deficit. You want to build muscle? You need to be in a caloric surplus. That's the law. Thermodynamics doesn't care how clean your food is or how hard your workouts feel or how much you sweat. Many vegans eat clean, but they still overconsume calories. You know, the raw, oil-free, all-organic, gluten-free, and they're still gaining fat. Why? Because they're eating too much. You're just simply eating too many damn calories. Smoothie bowls, nuts, seed-based snacks, all nutrient dense, yes, but they're also calorie bombs. Clean eating isn't the magic for fat loss. A caloric deficit is. You can eat healthy and still stay soft and still be overweight and still be skinny fat. If your calorie intake is too high, that is what the results will be. So track your food, know your numbers, eat with intention. That's how you control your results. You don't need to be perfect, you need to be accurate. Get real about your intake and you'll start to see the scale and the mirror shift. All right, macronutrients. It's the next piece of the pyramid. Calories control your weight. Macros will shape your body. So proteins, carbs, and fats, these are macros, and each plays a role. Protein is king when it comes to preserving and building muscle. Fats are crucial for hormones and recovery. Carbs fuel your training and help you perform, and it is your body and your brain's preferred source of energy. Most people undereat protein and overeat fats, sometimes even undereat carbs, especially vegans. It's not about being low carb or low fat, it's about having the right balance for your goals. Macros are where precision starts to really matter. If you're hitting calories but still not seeing progress in strength or physique, this is the next layer to look at. Are you hitting your protein daily? Are you fueling your lifts? Are you keeping fats at a healthy but controlled level? We're results driven. Hit the ranges that are given to you to support your goals, track it, hit it, boom, progress. The next layer is going to be micronutrients. Micronutrients, you could build a strong body with the right amount of macros, but you can't build a strong body on weak nutrition, and that's where the micronutrients come in. And that's why micronutrients matter, not for burning fat or gaining muscle directly, but keeping your engine running clean. Nutrient-dense foods will have vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants. They help you recover faster, keep your immune system strong, improve digestion, support energy levels. If you're always tired, bloated, sick, or inflamed, it's probably not your macros, it's probably your micros. So stop labeling food as good or bad. Learn to recognize nutrient dense versus calorie dense. There's a big difference. A smoothie bowl sounds healthy, but it could pack up 600 to 700 calories. A lot of nutrients in there, which is fantastic, but there's also a lot of calories. So compare that to a nutrient-packed salad with tofu, legumes, and greens at half calories, also with all those micronutrients. You don't need to obsess. You just need to choose mostly whole foods, mostly plants, mostly meals that serve your body, not just your cravings. Micros will help your fat loss when things get a little dirty, when things get a little more difficult and not so fun. Because, the truth is fat loss is hard sometimes because of the negative metabolic adaptations. Micros will help that. So there's a big balance between calorie dense, nutrient dense, things that are high in calories but low in nutrients, or things that are high in nutrients but low in calories. There's a fine line and a big balance, and there's a lot of strategy when it comes to it. All right, the next aspect of this pyramid is meal timing and composition. Timing matters, but not nearly as much as people think. Eating every 3 hours doesn't boost metabolism. I used to do it religiously. Protein shake, meal, protein shake, repeat. All I gained was fat and frustration. I believed in fasted cardio, and all it got me was more hungry and more angry. I was super hangry. Here's what actually matters. Meal timing that works for you. If you're not hungry in the mornings, don't force feed yourself. If you're ravenous at night, plan in budget calories for nighttime. Tailor your timing to your life, tailor timing to your career, your family, tailor timing to your hunger signals and your energy needs. Pre and post workout meals can help, sure, but they're not make or break. Total daily intake is what counts. So hit your calories, hit your protein, hit those micros, hit those macros, time the rest around your lifestyle. It's all about consistency over perfection. And that's why you want to make it work for you so you can be as consistent as possible. When you're consistent, you can be more precise. All right, next we will talk about supplements. These are the least important. And don't get me wrong, they do matter. But here's where most people start. And that's the last thing that really you should aim to achieve. Supplements can help if everything else is locked in, but they won't fix your lack of compliance, they won't create a calorie deficit, and they won't build muscle in a crappy training program. That said, a few are worth considering. Vegan protein powder helps you hit your numbers like your protein targets. Creatine. There's so much research about creatine, and it really is a fantastic supplement. It supports strength and performance. And caffeine. Caffeine is good for energy and training focus, and multivitamins. I can't stress multivitamins enough. It's insurance for any micronutrient gaps. So that's it. Everything else is optional at best, useless or dangerous at worst. The supplement industry is a hype machine. Most of what is sold is trash. It's unregulated, it's underdosed and overpriced. And there's a quick tip. Be on the lookout for the difference of supplement labels versus nutrition labels. Supplement labels are not regulated by the FDA, so they could basically put anything they want into it. There's some research that you could do, especially in the early 2000s with a company called VSA. It's pretty mind-blowing and very much a trigger. It is very frustrating and gets me a little angry when I read about that because I went through that. And then there's nutrition labels. Nutrition labels is considered food, so that is regulated by the FDA. So supplement labels are not regulated. Nutrition labels are regulated. So make sure you know the difference between the two. That's the quick little pro tip. But back to the training, focus on food. Use supplements only to support consistency, not to replace effort. All right, and here is that pyramid once again. So this is the complete pyramid. It highlights the hierarchy of importance for vegans. Each level builds upon the one below it, creating a comprehensive approach to nutrition and fitness. And just remember that the most important elements are at the base. Without compliance and proper energy balance, no amount of supplement optimizations will save you. Focus your energy where it matters most, and you'll achieve sustainable progress on your vegan fitness journey. So in summary, there is no magic here, no shortcuts, no secret hacks, just structure, consistency, and action. This pyramid is your blueprint. Compliance, follow the plan, show up. Think effort and communication. Calories, energy balance controls fat loss and gains. Calories determine how much you weigh. Macros, they shape your body, they fuel your lifts. Macros determine how you look. Micros, they keep your system healthy and thriving. Micros determine how you feel. And there's timing, personalized for consistency and your lifestyle. If it works for you, make it work for you. And then lastly, supplements. Use them wisely, never rely on them. So don't major in the minors. This is how vegans win. Cruelty-free gains, no excuses. Let's go.